platforms. So let us get started. So, of course, this is my introduction. All of you know me already. I'm a teacher and I'm a professional in media, communications, and project management. I have over 6 years of experience, and my work is mostly impact driven. And through my work at the Excellence Foundation, previous organization, and other volunteer work, I've reached over 10,000 people, and this is yearly, both in South Sudan and beyond. And this is through in-person and also online engagements since 2019. At the moment, I am founder and program manager at the Excellence Foundation. And if you want to reach me, that is my contact, phone number, WhatsApp, and also my email address. So what are we going to look at here? First of all, why are we talking about microblogging? And then why two, will introduce you to medium.com. And three, we'll look at the anatomy of a great post. And four, we'll look at content strategy. What do you write about? What are the learning outcomes? At the end of the session, I expect that you are able to create a professional Medium profile to establish your online presence. And I'm happy that about 9 people have shared their links in the WhatsApp group. They have been able to create their profiles. They have also followed me. They have followed the Excellence Foundation, and we have followed you back. I think most of the people here in this call right now, these are people who have created their profiles, except Mien. Mien, I've not seen your profile yet, but and then there's another person here. But most of the people on the call, these are people who have already created their profiles, which is a good thing, and I congratulate you on that. The next thing is we'll also see that you are able to develop a content strategy to consistently create valuable posts. And we look at how can you use Medium's features to improve post visibility and reach, and also to help you understand how to use microblogging to build a personal brand. Why microblogging? One, we say that microblogging is a low barrier way to share your expertise. We say that all of us are experts. We have learned a lot of things, and these things we need to share. There's a novel written. There's a novel titled "Die Empty." So the novel emphasizes the aspect that much as we learn things, it's actually good to teach these things to other people, because the best form of learning is actually by teaching others. And not that you get knowledge and then you want to keep quiet with the knowledge. You should actually be able to share this knowledge. And that is why through the Build Your Best Self model, later on, many of you are going to be incorporated into the Build Your Best Self Fellowship Network. Through the network, in the next session, I want to see Garang or Samuel or Baka or someone else facilitating this session on microblogging. I will not be there. I will only give you technical guidance where you need help, but mostly you will do the work yourself. This is because we want you to embrace the aspect of being able to teach others so that others can also learn from you. Another thing with microblogging is, so that is sharing your expertise. Another aspect is it builds thought leadership and credibility. Many times when you share issues around your niche, you become a leader in that aspect. You find that sometimes when people are looking for consultants in that area, there's something called poaching. They will poach you, right? So they will not say you submit application. They'll say, okay, we have seen you writing a lot about, let's say we have seen you writing a lot about AI, or we have seen you writing a lot about cybersecurity, or we have seen you writing a lot about human resource management. And I think you can make a good expert. We have a panel discussion coming up, and we would like you to join the panel. You see, just because they've seen what you're writing, right? And then also it boosts your professional online presence. You get a lot of following when you share content regularly, because social media pays consistency. And then also it's a powerful tool for networking and job opportunities. Again, just connect to the explanation of said. When I need somebody to do a job for me, right? Instead of going to publish a call, reviewing application, I already know that Guy or Abraham is somebody who is an expert in this field. So why not just contact this person, right? And then also it showcases communication and critical thinking skills. Yeah, the moment you're able to write about your thoughts, about your expertise, you find that already it shows people out there that you are somebody who is very strong in communication, and also you can think critically around issues that affect the society in which we live, and also you're somebody who is passionate about community development. Now, straightforward, we are moving to medium.com. Already, most of you, already I said about 9 of you here have created accounts. I think from here in this call, the only person whom I've not seen the account yet is Abraham. Abraham Mathian Attack, I've not seen, and then me and Joseph. But Bamom Guy, Samuel Way, Gua Majok, Baka, and then Garang, I've seen your accounts. So what is medium.com? Medium.com is a blogging platform and a social network. It is very clean. It has no ads. I saw many of you. How many of you have seen iRadio website these days? When you go read articles on iRadio, you get a lot of annoying ads. You cannot even sometimes get to finish the article if you don't use Brave browser or DuckDuckGo, or if you don't use an ad blocker on your Chrome extension. You can hardly read an article. You see that. But on medium.com, it's clean, it has no ads, the interface is focused on the content itself. And then it is large, it has built-in audience of readers and also writers. When later on, if you pay in its paid version, it allows you to create a publication, which is your own blog, but it is a paid feature. And also later on, it has monetization opportunities. If you write a lot and then they get to expand their monetization to South Sudan, or if you relocate to a country that is eligible for monetization, then you will be able to be paid for your writing, which then increases your income stream. Amazing, isn't it? And then also it saves you, instead of you really having to build a blog website to be able to publish articles. Like for us now at the Excellence Foundation, we thought instead of like having to pay a website developer to build for us a website where we can publish content, why don't we leverage existing technology? For me, I so much believe in leveraging existing technology to promote the causes that I'm passionate about, because one, they are cost effective. Two, we already have people who are using these platforms. Because the thing with creating a new platform, of course, yes, it's exciting, but then it's very difficult for you to get audience there. Let's say some people is still up to now, they're struggling to make another app like WhatsApp or another app like Facebook. Really, it becomes very difficult, right? So that's why, like sometimes when at some point when we were dividing the mentorship, we wanted to put the group the mentorship subgroups in another app. But then when Brenda and I talked, we said, okay, but then these people are already on WhatsApp. If we bring another platform, chances are very high that they will not check messages regularly there. So let's just use WhatsApp. So then that's the point. So that's why it's just good sometimes to use existing platforms than to make an entirely new thing. So, how do you set up your profile on medium.com? One, make sure that you have a username and a bio. I'm going to demonstrate a lot using the laptop. So, those who are using phone, you will have to, you will have to. By the way, the other day I shared about 4 AI chatbots. I shared Microsoft Copilot, I shared Perplexity AI, I shared u.com, and I shared ChatGPT. By the way, those things can show you how to's very fast. For instance, if you are facing difficulties on how to add an about section on your Medium profile on Android, just send the prompt how to add an about section on medium.com on Android. You send. It will give you step-by-step guide on how you're supposed to do that. And that is one reason why we share those chatbots with you, so that you can use them to your advantage and to be able to get answers to some of these basic questions that you actually ask. So make sure that you choose a professional username. Your bio should be concise and keyword rich, similar to a LinkedIn summary. Yes, that's why I told you that just go to LinkedIn and copy your headline and put it in your what? In your bio. This is very important. And then another one, it has about section. So in the about section again, go to LinkedIn, copy your about section and paste it in the about section of your medium.com profile. That way, it helps you a lot. And then your profile picture. Make sure your profile picture is a high quality professional headshot. So again, I advise that you use a professional picture, like like use a professional picture like the picture you have on LinkedIn. That is what you should use for this. Again, I said just really get the same picture from LinkedIn and get the same cover photo from LinkedIn. Again, later on, if you are able to buy your domain, you can connect your domain to it, and then you get a professional site. Or you can have a subdomain on LinkedIn, just like you saw my address. My address has a subdomain. My address is bidathomas.medium.com. So it's a subdomain on the Medium website. You can also connect, you can link your Twitter account to your social, to your medium.com profile. So this is how your cover photo should look like, something like this. And also your profile picture should look something like this, because this is your first impression. And I advise that you have to use your LinkedIn photos. So that is it with the profile. Now let me show you practically. I'm going to use the profile for the Excellence Foundation. Yes. So this is my LinkedIn profile. So usually when you come here, when you click your profile, right? You click your profile and then it brings you here like this. So if you want to edit, you see here, it clicks edit profile. You click edit profile. It gives you to put your, if you want to change your name, you can add your pronoun. Let me add, we have added our pronouns here, and then you can put your short bio, which I said should be your what? Which I said should be your your LinkedIn headline. So this is what you can put here, or it should be about 160 characters, not more than that. And then you can link your X profile here, and then you can save. So like that, now your thing is set. And then here the second name is username and subdomain. You can click here, and if you want to enable a subdomain, you can click this, and then the subdomain is going to be your username and at .medium.com. So this is where you said you can put your subdomain here. You see, for example, if I want to put EFSS, something like this, and then my account is already set. And then my LinkedIn summary would be efss.medium.com. And then we are good to go like that. So let me save, and then yes, so like that, now my account is updated. Now if I want to change it back again, I click here, then I again put it Excellence Foundation SS, and then I save, something like that. So, and then if I want to disable the subdomain, I just check here, and my subdomain is disabled. Yeah, so something like that. And your profile information, you come here, your page design, and then custom subdomain. If you buy a domain, you can then put it here. So pretty much this is it when it comes to setting up your profile. And then you can again here, yes, something like this. And then if you want to set up your about page, you click here, about page. So when you click the about page, then this is where you get to have the option to even change your cover photo. You see your cover photo is here. You can click here, and then you can say design your profile. When you click design your profile, is where you can come header. You have image here. You can change the image at the header, and so forth and so on. So like that, you get to then a setup. So it's pretty basic. It's not as complex as you think. And yes, something like that. So this is it with the explanations that I've made about setting up your profile. It's just as simple as A, B, C. So I think let me just Yes. So when you set up your profile, when you come, it will look like this. Something simple. Something like this. And you will see your followers. You see your followers. You see people who are following you. You click here, and then you get to see who is following you and who is following you, when did they start following you, and so forth, and so on. So it's as simple as this when it comes to setting up your profile on medium.com. Now, let's move to the next thing. Let's move to the next thing. The next thing we're looking at is the anatomy of a great post. So now we are coming to writing itself. The first thing is you must have a headline. The headline must be short, catchy, and informative. Two, you must have a featured image. So the featured image is a high quality, relevant image that is related to your story. You can use a picture that you have taken yourself, or you can get a royalty free image from Unsplash or Pixels, um, or even Canva. You can get pictures from there, and then you need to have an introduction, which is to hook the reader, the purpose of your post, and then the body, where you can use subheadings, you can use bullet points, and even you can use short paragraphs, and then the conclusion, which summarizes the key takeaways, and then adding a call to action. And then also you need to have a content strategy. So the content strategy is what you want to write about. For example, you can share your expertise. You can write about topics you're passionate about and knowledgeable in, like your industry, like somebody who is like Mien. You are somebody who is from human resource background. We have Abraham Athian, who is from pharmaceutical background, Baka Joseph, who is from logistics and procurement, and also he's into sales and marketing. We have Guy, who is into public health. We have Garang, who is into natural resources. Majok, who is from applied sciences. Betty, who is a journalist. We have Marlema, who is in the hospitality industry. Mien, who is from human resource. And then Samuel Guy, who is from computer science background, and he wants to get into AI and also digital marketing. You see that? So you can write about any of those topics. Let's say if you're somebody who is into public health, if you can write public health concern issues in Juba or within your neighborhood, right? And then be able to share your thoughts on the same. Next, you can even document your learning. For example, you can say what I learned from my first internship or my journey in the BYBS fellowship. You see, something like that. Two, three, you can also share your opinions. You can respond to industry threads or news or trends. For example, all of you might have been following last week the court hearings for Dr. Riek Machar and other 7 co-accused. You find that after the court case, a lot of lawyers were writing analysis on the same. So I think we don't have somebody from low background here, but if you are in that, you could have written something around that issue, right? And then you are able to publish it and then be able to share your thoughts on the same. Next, you can also write how-to guides. For example, like somebody who is who is into digital marketing. You can write something about a beginner's guide to digital marketing or how to build a simple website in terms of text, right? And then be able to share your audience. Right now, for example, if you write an article how to build a simple website, you will get a lot of readers from South Sudan if you share online and stuff, because people are curious, people want to get online, right? And then that way you get to have audience, right? And now with the emergence of artificial intelligence, it even becomes very easy to write an article, because you can just put a prompt and instruct the chatbot, write and a how-to guide on how to develop a simple website using Google Sites for South Sudanese audience. Make sure that the article is 200 to 300 words. Use simple English and make sure that a layman is able to understand. Include links, pictures where necessary. You see that, and then you publish it on your side. So these are the things you can write about. You share your expertise, you document your learning, you share your opinions, you share how-to guides. If you're somebody who is a traveler, if you travel, yeah, even you're a student, you can summarize your semester or your reflections. This can even become your journal, right? Where you journal your things and be able to publish your thoughts at the end of the day, right? Next, you need to use keywords and search engine optimization on Medium. Make sure that Medium allows you to use up to 5 relevant tags for each post, because these are very important for discoverability. 2, make your headline searchable. Make sure that your headline is short and it can be searched. Use subheadings. You need to incorporate keywords naturally in subheadings. You need to use internal and external links. Link your other posts or external resources to provide value and improve search engine optimization. Yes, within your article, you can include links. Like if you're somebody who has written a lot of articles, you can include links to some other articles you have written, and then so that your audience and then able to click and be able to find out your previous work, what you have written, and probably they can learn 1 or 2 things from that. Next, how do you format your content for readability? 2, white space. You need to break up large blocks of text. Use subheadings like heading 1, heading 2. Use them to structure your post and be able to guide the reader. Make sure that you use bold and italics. You need to highlight key phrases and words. You need to use quotes. Use the quote block for emphasis. Use bullet points, numbered list for clarity. Yes, so that is it with writing blog post. Now let's go practical. Uh, let's go practical here. Now let's say that you are now here on medium.com. You are here, you are on your homepage. This is your homepage for medium.com. If you want to publish an article, what do? You will see this button written right? So you click it. You click it, and then when you click it, you will see this. You see title and then tell your story. The title is your headline. Make sure that your headline is is uh, is short. Like let's say tomorrow we are starting our mini schools competition as the Excellence Foundation. So I say schools academic competition starts in EA. Something like that. You can put your headline in small letters, or some people prefer to have all the first letters in capital. Something like this as the headline. Yeah, but for me, I advise that I prefer only the first letter is capital, except it is a proper noun, like this. And make sure that your headline is not more than 15 words. Like here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, only 6 words. Make sure your headline is not more than that. And then school's academic competition begins in EA. Let's say that let's say here we'll say 18. This is now my subheading. 18 primary. Let me say 12. 12 primary and 6 secondary schools are participating in our annual spelling bee, speed challenge quiz, speech and academic debate competition starting Monday, 29th September 2025. Probably that is it with my subheading. And then if it is subheading, you have to highlight and you have to indicate that this is a subheading with a small t. And then from here, I can now insert a featured image. Remember, we said you need to insert a feature image. Now here, you can insert from your computer. Here, you can get from Unsplash. So let me say school. Let me say African school children. If I can get something like that. Let me search. Yes. So I can, yeah, there are a lot of good pictures, by the way, here. Right? Amazing. Oh, really nice. Okay. Okay. This is amazing. So I'm going to get this. Yeah, something like this. You see, this is just from Unsplash. And then from within, if you are from your computer, then you put, and then make sure that you are able to put what we call what? You are able to put a caption for your photo. You write a caption here. Like in my case, the caption is already written. And then you have to put alternative text. Alternative text, mostly I just copy the caption and I put like this. So like this becomes my featured image. And then from here, then I can start writing my article. Then I will start writing my article. Now, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to draft it using an AI chatbot. I'm just going to draft it using an AI chatbot. Let me use ChatGPT. I hope you guys are following closely. You can put a thumbs up to indicate that you're following. And yes. Okay, nice. Okay, nice. So now, so my article is here. Yes. So I will just come here and then I paste my article. I will get the remaining part. Then I paste. So something like this. So you see, the spirit of learning and competition is alive as 12 primary and 6 secondary schools in Yei. Then I can edit in Yei River County. In Yei River County, Central Equatoria State. I can add whatever I want to put. Central Equatoria State officially kicked off this year's academic competitions. On Monday, 29 September, organized by the Excellence Foundation, the annual event, this one I want it to be different, organized by the Excellence Foundation for South Sudan, the annual event features 4 key segments: a spelling bee, spit, challenge quiz, public speaking, and academic debate. This initiative aims to promote literacy, critical thinking, and public speaking skills among school children while fostering a culture of healthy academic engagement. The competition provides a platform for students to showcase their talent, build confidence, and engage with peers from other schools. Now, I will put this as quote. We believe academic communities like this help pupils and students not only to improve their English and general knowledge, but also develop leadership, teamwork, and self-expression, said Emmanuel Bida Thomas, Program Manager at EFS. The event has attracted wide interest from teachers, parents, and education officials in the county. I will put this, with participants eager to represent their schools and communities. This year's edition also marks the first time the competition is being held in Yei, expanding EFS's reach beyond Juba. Winners will receive certificates, educational materials, and the opportunity to participate in mentorship and further training sessions organized by the foundation. The competitions are expected to run over the course of several weeks, over the course of 3 weeks. And then I can just put where I want to edit, bringing excitement and energy to the classrooms and inspiring young minds across Yei town. Something like this, right? Yeah, so now when you have something like this, already my article is done. So let's say that you want to make something bold. let's say you want to make spelling bee what bold, you highlight, and then you will see these options. B is to make it bold. I is to make it italicized. This hyperlink is when you want to add a link to the to any specific thing. Let's say that I want to add hyperlink to spelling bee. Then I will highlight, then I will click hyperlink. Then I will put the link www.spellingbss.org. Or if you copy the link and then you just paste, you see, then this has already been hyperlinked, something like that. And then uh, you can make its code also like this. If you have a code like this, you can make it code using this, something like this. You see, this is also a code, or there are two types. This one now is not there. If you want, you can make it code like this, or you can make it code like this, right? You can choose whichever works. So I'm going to leave this one like this, right? And the next thing is, let's say that if you want to add subheadings, for example, I can say conclusion. Then I can highlight it. Then I can say this is a title, something like this, or this is a subtitle, something like this. I want to remove it, I undo. You see that? So these are the options that you have. And then the other one is you can also insert things. Now, after writing like this, you can click here. If you want to insert an image, you can click. Let me see if I have an image here that I can put on from my computer. Image of school pupils. Okay. Yes, I have this image. Okay, I have this image of students, so I can insert this. You see, now this image has been what inserted from my computer. Then I can put a caption. I said for all images, make sure that they have captions. Then I will say pupils from Bishop Mazoldi Memorial Primary School posing for a group photo. If you want to put the person who has taken the photo, then you can put here, let's say if it is Garang Garang, then you write Garang Garang. You can also include date. If you want to include date, then you can say 28th. Something like that, right? Yes, and then you can put alternative message, alternative text. You copy this, and then you paste it here. You save, something like this, you see. And then also if you want to add something, let's say that you can insert image, that is done. And also if you don't have an image from your computer, you can insert from Unsplash. I said Unsplash is a website that gives free images that the owners have allowed them to be used for free, because there are certain images that if you use, you then you may be sued for using copyrighted images. You use copyrighted images, but the images from Unsplash, they are not copyrighted. So you can always search the keywords. You need to know what image you want. Let's say that I want image of let me say I want image of competition winners. Let me say competition. Let me say school. I don't know whether this keyword will bring something. School competition winners, something like this. Then I search. And there you see, it brings for me some photos. You see, like now these are some photos. They assume these are school kids. Okay, okay, let me get this one. Yes, then I insert. You see, then it gives you see photo by this person and it's on Unsplash. You see, then if you put something you want to delete it, you can just click and then you can delete something. Now it's deleted. The next thing is you can insert a video. So with the videos, it usually needs a video from YouTube or from Vimeo or other video links. You have to, if you want to insert a video, you cannot upload the video directly on medium.com. What you have to do is you have to put the video first on YouTube. And then after putting the video on YouTube, then you can what? You can get the video link and put here. So let me try to get the video of the video of this session right now. This session we are having right now. Let me get this link. I've put it in the WhatsApp group, something like this. And then now what happens is, then you paste the video, then you enter. When you click enter, then it will load the video. Then it will load. You see, now the video is here. You see, now you can put a what? A caption. You see, this is the live video that we are doing now right now. This is it that I have what I have put here, and then I can get the caption. I can get the caption for this video. I get it, then I paste it here. Yes, here no alternative text, something like this, you see. And I can make it italize, I can bold it, yes, something like this. So pretty much that is it. And what is the other thing? Let me see if there's other thing I've missed from the insert. The other thing is, yeah, this one is for you to embed. Like you can embed another website, content from another website. You can put it here and the content will appear here in full. That is embedding. And then the other thing is you can insert a block code, a new block code, something like this. These are for you who are coding, people who are like where they understand coding. And then lastly here, a new part. You can put the new part to your article. You can put it here, part that is not related to the old ones. So pretty much this is how you write an article on medium.com. So after that, what do we do? After that, what do we do? We then come here and you hit publish. Hit publish. And then now this is where we talked about the aspect of adding the keyword. So you have to add up to 5 topics. What is this? What is your content about? For example, this is about South Sudan. The first keyword I will put is South Sudan. Then I enter South Sudan. The next thing is, of course, Excellence Foundation, because this is content related to Excellence Foundation. Like this, then I enter. What's another thing? Another thing is schools. Another thing is Yay. Then I say Yay River County. Yay River County. I enter it. Another one is what? School competition. School competition. I enter. What is another thing? Spelling bee. Spelling bee. Then I choose. You see that? Now, like this, my article is gone. Another way is you can send this article now. You can publish it now, or you can schedule the article to be published later. You see that? But this one, I want to publish it now. Then I will hit publish. Now my article is being published, and my article has been published. This is it. Now once you publish like this, it will bring for you the option to share the article. And then now let me share the article with you in the chat box. You click it and then read. That is the article. Click it and read it. Click it and read it now. So that is as easy as that. That is as easy as that. Yes, click it. I hope all of you are clicking on the link. That is personal. This is a personal blog. So with a personal blog, we just assume that it is you who is the author. Like you, Garang. This is your, like the Medium account is in your name. So definitely we know that this article is written by Medium. Except if you're institutional medium, like for Excellence Foundation, that is where sometimes we get to write an author's name. But if it is in your name, no need to write what? Author. If it is institution's name, then you get to write that. Yes. So now I want you guys to. We have about 19 minutes to 3. So I wanted to use these 10 minutes. I'm giving you 10 minutes. You go to medium.com and publish an article. You write a short article. You use an AI chatbot. You use an AI chatbot and you write an article of 200 words, and then share your link in the chat box. All of you have 10 minutes. Share the link to your article in the chat box. Make sure your article has a featured image. You get the featured image from Unsplash and can be about any topic of your choice. Publish it and then share the link in the chat box. You have 10 minutes. until 2:51. Very fast, please. This is compulsory exercise for all of us. You publish, and then we can go to the next part. Thank you. And this one's, if you create your account, please make sure that you are able to follow me. You have to follow me. It's compulsory to follow me so that I am able to check your assignments easily. And also so that even after the fellowship, I am able to see that you are actually publishing and you are making progress in that regard. So make sure that you are able to follow me and you are able to follow the Excellence Foundation, and also you follow all the fellows, all the other fellows. Make sure that you are able to follow them. This is very, very important. We should make sure that we are able to follow instructions when we are given. You have to follow that.
Yeah, hello, Beta. Hello.
Yes, please.
Yeah, can
Yes.
you share the chatbots? Can you share with us? We download from apps, Google Apps. The chatbot.
You don't download. You just use it. You just use it on WhatsApp, please. Last time I shared there. You don't download. Just use it within WhatsApp. Use it within WhatsApp.
Okay.
You do not. That means you do not follow all those communication we
No,
are making.
I saw
Come
it.
on.
I saw it, but I did not. I saw that communications.
Right. Yeah,
Okay.
you have
Let
to.
me
You
share
have to.
the
Now I
chat.
have shared. I have shared my. I have shared Microsoft Copilot. Let me share Chat GPT. Please, when we share things in a group, those are things that are very important, and we really want you guys to use them. I've shared that. Just use one. Just use one. I've shared Perplexity, and then I've shared u.com. You can just instruct it to do for you something brief, and share your link in the chat box. You have about 7 minutes left. Make sure that there's a featured image, there's a short heading. Make sure that the heading has no full stop, please. When the headlines do not have full stops, this is one thing you should know. Headlines do not have full stop, and headlines must not be all in capital letters. They must be in lowercase. Brenda, you have a Medium account?
Yeah, I had, and I wasn't using it, so I deactivated it.
So you need to reactivate it now, because the same content because you can just write the same content you put on LinkedIn, you can put it on medium.com, and then you're able to kill two birds with one stone.
Sure, we'll do that.
Even mine, I think the last article I published was in March. So 4 minutes left.
Hey, Bida, what are we doing? I just came in.
You just came in. You have to wait. You have to wait now.
Okay, I think I'll follow
What
from
happened?
the. Hmm?
What happened? What
Where for
happened?
not?
You are in the church?
Yeah, I was in the church.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
Peter, I'm facing some challenges about the heading now. You say the first one should be like what?
Where you see title, you will see a title up there. You just put the
Because
heading
I'm
there.
using a smartphone, not PC.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Just put the headline up there.
Then the one following, I think I will have to put it like subheading, right? TTR,
Yes.
right?
The small t. Remember, there's a big T and small t.
Oh, but they are all together here in my smartphone, and
The smartphone.
the place is blank. Yeah,
I've
cannot
never, I've
differentiate.
never, I've never used smartphone. Let me try. Let me try on my. I don't have the app, so I don't use smartphone for these things mostly. So you first just publish. Let me see. Just put the heading, and then write something before the picture, and then I will see how I can help. How your article looks like.
But the problem is I put the one as this one, like I allow somebody something I put T, then the other one will I be having small, and the other one will be having like will I feel large, and the other one will I feel small. And when I try to like highlight all of it so that I can face it there for ChatGPT to generate it, it's only facing one section of it.
You leave it. You can do that one later. I see Samuel Way has published. Okay. The rise of AI transforming the way we live and work. Okay. 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 Yeah. Nice. Nice try. Way. Okay. So this is for Way. You use a phone, Samuel?
I'm using computer.
You're using a
And yeah,
computer. Then why didn't you put the subtitle? Because you
yeah,
see now
I was
yours
trying to
yours doesn't have something like this. You see this article. This is the heading, and then this is the subheading. You see something like this. So you see yours just has the heading, and then it starts immediately. So I think yeah, you should make sure that you did not. But this is good. This is good. You have done something good. Uh-huh. Okay, 1 minute left. Okay, only one person is able to beat the timeline. Okay, and then now let's continue. Now let's continue. So what happens is, now after you publish like this, so if you're using a computer, I'm saying that mostly I'm using a computer for this, and I advise you mostly also use computer much as you can use your phone, but whenever you can use a computer for these things. Computer has better user interface, and things are a bit easier on the computer than on the phone. So when uh, now when you are done publishing your article, when people who are on Medium, they can actually clap. They can clap for your article. This is where you see the clap feature, and they can actually comment. They can respond to your story, and they can be able to save your story for them to read later. And for you who publishes the article, you can be able to edit your story even after publishing. When you come to click here, you can be able, you see this option to edit your story, and you will be able to what, to edit the story, and you can be able to delete the story. You can be able to see the story statistics. You can be able to change settings to the story, and you can be able to email your story to subscribers. So in this case, because this was a demo, I'm going to delete the story. So I just come here and then delete the story. Delete, yeah. Now the story has been deleted from my Medium account. So pretty much that is how you then edit, and also that is how you then get to delete your story from your Medium account. Now let's move to, yes, any questions about that? Do you have any questions about the publishing? Yes, I see Werthon is able to publish. Okay. 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 Yeah. Good one. Where? Yes, and I think you did not put your subtitle. Maybe let me show you guys again how you do the titling. Let me show you guys again how you can do the titling. So let's say that you have come here. This is my homepage. And yes, Mien, Human Resources Recruitment. Okay, I've seen your article. Yeah. Okay. 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 Nice. Make sure, don't forget to follow the Excellence Foundation and also follow me on medium.com. That is important. So when you click right, this is the interface you get. This is, see the screen properly. This is the interface you get when you click write story. Here you see title. So the title is where you put your headline. For example, let's say that I want to write a title, how to revise for exams. Just something like that. Then now here I'm beginning to tell my story. Then I say 6 proven strategies for content retention when reading for exams. So this is my subheading, right? So once you are done, you need to highlight like this, and then you choose the small t, subheading, like this. You see, now like that, it is a subheading. And then from here, you can then proceed to add your featured image. So in this case, we want to use what? We want to get an image from Unsplash. You say exam revision. I want to exam revision. It then gives me, yes, yeah, something like this. I use this image, yes, for exam revision, something like this. And then from here, then you start writing your what? Your article. You write your article here. You then start writing your article. Then after that, my article is being generated, and then once it's done, I get my article, I put here. Please, I say that don't copy again everything from your AI chatbot and then you just don't edit it. No, that's not how it works. You have to make sure that, yes, you see, something like this. Now you see my article is done. Exams can be stressful, but effective revision can make a difference. Whether you're in primary, secondary, or higher education, understanding how to study is key. Here are 6 proven strategies to help you retain content when revising for exam. You see, use active recall, spaced repetition, teach someone else, use visual aids, practice past papers, stay healthy. Yeah, something like that. You see. Then what am I saying? The point here is you need to know that this T is for title, and then the small one is for subtitle. Already, this one here is the title. You see, it's already T. And then here, this one you cannot make them bold, but as long as something like this, you see. So please, you need to get this point very, very well. Any other question? Any other question on that? Any question on that aspect? Okay. No questions. Oh, fine. So if there are no questions, then let us move. Let us move to the next thing. Now you have learned how to create your content. Maybe one last thing. Okay. Now here, you will be able to see your story statistics. Your story statistics, you come to statistics. You'll be able to see monthly how many people read your stories. Like now for the Excellence Foundation, this story has been read 12 times. This story has been read 163 times. This story has been read 3 times. So you get to see your statistics monthly. Who are reading your stories and when? You can put, you can come here. You see, you can say in August, you want to see the statistics for August. These are the statistics for what? For August. You want to see the statistics for June. You see, monthly statistics. You can see them what? Here. And then down, when you come down, you will see lifetime statistics. You get to see your latest stories, which ones are the most read. I want to see my most read story. I will come here. This is my most read stories, their number of reads. If I want to see least read stories, I get to see again here. There are some stories that have never been read. You see, you come like this. If you want to see all the stories, you then get to see them here. You see that? So that is generally how you get to see your statistics. And then you want to see all your stories, you click stories. This will bring you the list of all the stories that you have published. Like for us so far, we have published 48 stories. They are here. If I want to see drafts, these are my draft stories that I've just drafted. They have not been published. They're here. Like this is the one I was just drafting, and it's here, and it's not yet what? Drafted. And if I've submitted any story publications, I will find them under submissions. So here, profile, library for any saved articles, and then home. So this is it with medium.com. Next, now, how do you then promote your content? You have published your content. Now your content is out there. But of course, readers will not come and get your content within medium.com. That is why you see even some even entities, much as they have websites, after publishing the story, they still reshare the content. So that is what we call now the aspect of being able to promote your content so that it reaches the audience that you want. 1, share your article on LinkedIn, Twitter, and other platforms. Once you publish your article, you should be able to share it even on social media, on LinkedIn, on Twitter, and other platforms. That then helps a lot in terms of being able to do really, really well. Where I see you have edited your article is good now. Yes, I think now you have understood the aspect of subtitle. This is excellent. Well done. And then we look at email signature. Yesterday, we looked at how you can create an email signature. So within your email signature, you can include a link to your Medium profile or to your latest article so that when you send emails, people will be able to click that link and they will be able to read what you have drafted. Next, you can also share in WhatsApp, Messenger, or Telegram groups. When you publish something that is interesting and you are in a group that is kind of having something related, you can then share your content in that group. Like how I see where have shared the article in our group, and then even me and Joseph and even myself, I shared some of the articles that I published there. So you so that way we can then be able to what? We can then be able to read, and then you get to get more readers who are curious, and then they get to understand your writing. Engage. You can also comment on other people's posts and build relationships on